I've had a problem with my squirrel feeder where I also have a bird feeder right next to it, and doves especially, but I guess all the birds uh, also eat out of the squirrel feeder. And unlike most people who have a problem keeping squirrels away from their bird seed, I'm trying to keep the birds away from the squirrel sunflower seeds. And what happens is the doves get into them and they throw most of them out of the tray. They flip their head side to side and flip the seeds all over the place, and most of them fall on the ground, and the ground underneath it is mulch around the tree, and so they sprout into little seedlings and make a mess down there. So anyhow, I thought I would try a little experiment, and so I put two plastic walls up, and to see if that would inhibit the doves. It would limit their flyway, where they could fly away and make access a little more restricted. I thought maybe they wouldn't like that and they wouldn't bother it. Well, so this morning was my first full test where I had the tray full of sunflower seeds. And the doves still get in it, but they only get in it one at a time, whereas before there'd sometimes be as many as 3 doves in there throwing seeds all over the place. They could empty the tray just throwing the seeds on the ground in 20-30 minutes. So then the squirrels would come and there'd be no sunflower seeds for the squirrels. And so anyhow, this morning was my first trial run here to see how it would work. And it's been pretty interesting so far. It seems like only one dove at a time can be comfortable in there. And you'll see in this video that when another dove comes, they have a little battle and to see who's going to be the remainder, get to stay and feed. And it still winds up being just one dove at a time that feels apparently comfortable in there eating. And so in that sense, I'm happy. It's kind of working, instead of 3 doves making a mess, it's one. But also, the plastic on 2 sides keeps it from enabling them to throw the seeds out those 2 sides. And the other side, the way they feed with coming in from the northeast as it is, that's where that dove is sitting right now. When they flip their head side to side throwing seeds, one side the plastic blocks it, and the other side it hits the nut jar where I have walnuts for the squirrels, and it falls down on the feeder where the squirrels can eventually get the seeds. So it's working really to my satisfaction. I may not I was thinking of putting up another small piece of plastic on the same side where that dove is sitting, but I don't think I'm going to need to do that. I think it might be adequate the way it is. But anyhow, it's kind of interesting to see how it plays out with the doves challenging each other to see who gets to stay in the feeder. So that's my dove video for the morning.